Arsenal have just completed their second consecutive game win, the first time in 10 years. But can someone tell me, when was the last time that Arsenal won 3 games on the trot? They're coming up against Liverpool, who have also won their first 2 opening games of the season. Something has got to give. Who's going to give way? I'm not sure. Hi, and welcome again to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. Yeah, so Arsenal have won their first 2 opening games in the season for the first time in 10 years. Really? That's incredible. I couldn't believe it when I read the stats and I heard it on the news. But this time they're coming against Liverpool, who have also equalled that record. They have same faces in Firmino, Salah, Mane. Yeah, they've got their forwards. But however, we've got our forward force. Lacazette, Aubameyang, Pepe, Ceballos. When we do go over there and play away, our second away game at Anfield, we must put the onus on them. We must remind them that we've got our new improved strike force. Let's not go there thinking, yeah, we've already lost. Oh no, we've got no chance. That's a mentality that Unai Emery has worked towards trying to stamp out. And I'm absolutely sure with the new faces there, we're going to see a new and improved Arsenal. Hey, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, yeah, we're going to go there and we're going to blitz, Liverpool out of the way. No. I'm keeping my feet firmly on the ground. It's going to take more time. We saw Ceballos, for me, who was head and shoulders above the rest. And I've seen some in tweets that people have been saying that really he didn't have any end product. You could see the synergy. Even when he got the interception and he gave the assist to Aubameyang, he didn't score the goal, but look at the celebration there. That can only, spread throughout the team, the positiveness, the togetherness, the team spirit. That has to go towards, maybe one of our toughest tests now in our next game against Liverpool. So the last time we beat Liverpool away from home was a 2-0 win in 2012. Goes from Lukas Podoski. Yeah, Lukas, man. God, dearie me. And God, Santi Carziola. Yeah, old Santi in the midfield there. So that was the last time. It's too. We need to put that record to rest. Really, we have to put that to rest. We can't go on thinking about comparing when was the last time we beat Liverpool. We haven't beaten them at home. It's a new regime. It's a new era, new mentality. New mindset, new players. Yeah. So it's time to write a new chapter in the history of Arsenal when we've played against Liverpool there. There's just one thing I want to mention during the Burnley game. David Luiz, he's ex-Chelsea. We all know that. It's obvious. I'm sure I heard booing. When he was touching the ball, or when he was on the ball, I heard some boos, ringing out there. Now, I'm hoping that it wasn't from our fan base. The last thing we want is not to get behind the new players. He's now at Arsenal. So until, he goes, we've got to get behind all the players, including David Luiz. That's what I'm going to say on that. Okay? We know Klopp has done a fantastic job out there, getting the Super Cup against Chelsea, Champions League winners, finalists the season before. But they can be beaten. They can be beaten. We just need to, play to our strengths, which I've always said, which is our attack. The defence needs a lot of work. A lot of work. You know, in my post-match review, I did say that too many times Ainsley Maitland-Niles was exposed so many times when the ball, crossfield ball came over, and it was clear that Burnley, even though they're a one-trick pony, they played well to their strengths, hitting the ball long, because they knew that we lacked any real strength, you know, in the ear. I saw quite a few times that Lukas, Matteo Guendouzi was just ball watching. And the ball coming over, and he was just standing there. You got to challenge for the ball. Right, in regards to my 11, I'm going to have Leno in goal. He was quite unfortunate for that goal. And again, I knew Burnley would score against us. But that's just one of those things, isn't it? Right back, I think he will go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. But again, whoever's playing right wing is going to have to give Maitland-Niles some support and some backup. Left side, I have a funny feeling that he will go for Kolasinac. I think obviously he's got more going forward than, you know, really going backwards. I hope he doesn't play a back three. I feel more confident when we play a back four. So I'm going for a back four. Centre backs, Socrates paired with David Luiz. David Luiz has come into the team. He gives us a different dimension. Someone who's more comfortable on the ball, bringing the ball out and spraying the balls left, right and centre. You know, sometimes the way that Arsenal plays, it can be too predictable. And a lot of times, you know, we're playing the ball out from the back all the time. No, we have to mix it up a little bit. So there's nothing wrong with hitting it long. David Luiz has that in his belt. He can hit the ball long. And there were a couple of times when he hit the ball long to Aubameyang and Pepe, and it almost worked. So for that reason, I'm going for a back four. Maitland-Niles, Kolasinac, Socrates, and David Luiz. In the midfield, that took a lot out of me. I think Torreira maybe he's due to start now. So Torreira, Willock with Dani Ceballos just in front of those two there. Right wing, Pepe. Left wing, yeah. I'm going to go for Reece Nelson again with Aubameyang to go up front. Yeah, that's going to be my lineup. I know that Ozil, he was sick apparently, and that's why he didn't feature. But I think these guys who I've just read out in my 11, I think they deserve. They've worked their socks off, to get back in that 11 there. It's my 11. If you don't agree with me, put your comments in the box below and tell me your 11 and your lineup basically. I know. Is the fan base divided? Please, not again. No, I think for some people the jury is still out on Dani Ceballos, but for me, I don't like comparing players, but he does have the Santi Carziola about him. It's so much flair. He's good at keeping the ball in tight spaces. Again, if there's any way, even though I know the season's just started, if there's any way that Arsenal can secure a long-term deal for this boy after his loan spell has finished with us, he'll be a really good addition, and he could be a cult hero if he continues the way that he did against Burnley there. But I mean, can he really keep up that level of performance there? My goodness. But I just love him, man. I mean, the way that he celebrated, and he didn't even score. He didn't even score, but he was on a corner flag, just celebrating there. But yeah, now to the business part now of the video. My prediction. I want to go for a 2-2. I'll go for a 2-2. If we can get out from there with a point, I'll be happy enough with that. Like I said, it's a new team, new faces, new mentality. We've got more strength going forward now, and again, the work is still not complete. There's a work in progress in the defence, and I guess maybe to some extent the midfield as well, because the midfield has to give the defence more protection. We were exposed too many times, and as well, we must keep hold of the ball. Don't give up the possession too easily, because Liverpool, they will murder us. They will absolutely murder us there. So let's put that record, to rest. The last, win away from home at Liverpool was 2012 goes from, you know, Podoski and Carziola. As much as I love those players, it's time for some new players to write their names in history now. So come on. So again, if you agree with my prediction or you don't, put your comments in the box below. Listen, I'm going to back the manager, Unai Emery. I am. He has almost gotten rid of all the players that clearly he doesn't want at Arsenal. And he's working, he knows it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. You know, as much as I love the squad we have, we must never be, you know, content with what we have. Let's try and continually try and improve the squad. Now we've got some competition in certain places. Let's try and get that competition in all the places where players are not, you know, already thinking that their name is guaranteed, you know, on the 1 to 11 sheet there, the team list. No, every player has to compete for their place there. Right, so that's me done. That's me done. So again, guys, make sure you subscribe, like or share this channel. And if you've been wondering who or what you've been watching, you have been watching Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. And hopeful breaking news.